kick it up and politic a little bit and get some things going. Get some topics, get some conversation other than this drama outside, stuff like that. So, all I ask too is just make sure, you match your time zones with mine. And I'm Central Time, so make sure Eastern, Mountain Times kind of flow with that. I'm really not good at all of that stuff. I just know most people know what Central is. So, hey, 9 p.m. Central. Just let me know what's your topic. Once we get established that you want to be a guest on the show, let me know if it's a call-in or you're just coming on here. Coming on here is just audio only through texting in the chat room. So there's no call-ins on Spreaker. Sorry, that's how they set it up. I have no control over that. I'm just using it to get the production out, start my own podcast. This was not, me trying to, step on toes or anything like that. Something new, something different. And something else we can rock to on our way to work, school, whatever. So, that's pretty much what I wanted to clear up as far as getting on the guest part. Talked to a few people that either either have been a guest or want to be a guest on the show to know how to be a guest. So, you got options. Your first option, get straight on the chat room, text me your topic. Text me what you want to talk about. They're pre-recorded shows. They can be edited. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of work that comes along with this. So, call-ins was a major topic with that. So, call-ins I do on Facebook Live. That way your friends can come. They know how to use it. It's cool. Spreaker is just not set up for call-ins unless I have like a studio myself. And I'm connected with them through that. So it's really like a big old process of steps that you have to take for that to happen. So I'm just starting now. Been doing this show since March. Have over 100 shows done. Most of the shows were, have to get off because due to storage and, time. They ran their time for that and they did what they did, and now it's time for them to get a clean slate, get a clean sheet of paper out, write down some notes, make some more shows, and that's how it pretty much goes. But there's no topic that we can't talk about. The only thing that I ask is that you keep your, negativity and cussing ministries and organizations to a minimum, because children may walk in the room or whatever. I know my kids do, and my studio is always open because I'm a mom at the end of the day. And my children come before any of this. And they're the reason why I'm doing this. So, I'm just going to take a quick review of season 1 shows. So, on that note, let's get some of that EDU. Alright. The newest one, I'll do the newest to the oldest shows. Last night I did a show called Suspended. And if you haven't checked that out, that's on the playlist for season 1, Suspended. Some of the things that were highlighted that I thought that was important for children to know and parents is that when they send you papers from school stating that you're responsible for damages and things like that, it's very important that you follow the rules in all of them so you don't have these surprising fines or letters or, different stuff and your child's in trouble because they were fighting and they're not supposed to be doing that. So whether who's wrong or right in whoever was fighting, the right thing to do was to follow the rules. And I mean all of them. Never start a fight. Bullying is serious and it should be reported. You shouldn't take care of bullying yourself, children. You should never take care of a bully yourself. You can get yourself hurt really bad. You might want to tell somebody. The signs are there. If you can look on Facebook and scroll out there and kick it with your friends, you can research how to prevent yourself from being bullied and how to carry yourself when that time comes. Report it right away. Okay? So that was Suspended. Yeah, check that out when you get a chance. Fitting in the crowd was the next one. The highlight to me was be yourself. You're different. Embrace it. And fakes get exposed. So, instead of trying to fit in, try working on being who you are, and maybe the situation will change, the tables will turn, and say, hey, who is this guy or gal? I want to follow them. Don't you try being a leader yourself? Or do you want to be in the spotlight? Because being a leader means you be in the spotlight a little bit. But once you step into it, you find out it's not so bad. But that's just my opinion of what I experienced. It's just a suggestion. You might like it, but don't knock it till you try it. And people respond differently to people that are different. They don't know how sometimes maybe to a different person. They may feel a little intimidated. But you have to carry yourself in a way where those feelings won't come up and they won't have a reason to feel that way. First impression is the last impression. And so whatever you lie about is going to be exposed. So you might as well just be honest anyway. And it's a lot less stress on you. So that was fitting in the crowd. I hate dating. I was from the Building Relationships series. That's what I'm going to call that. Set boundaries from the start. A lot of times we get into these messed up relationships because from the start we didn't get an understanding why we were even together in the first place. What was the point of hooking up? I mean, I hope people are not just hooking up with people just because. Just because what? Like, what are we going to do together? Is there any future in this? What's the deal? I had to ask myself, ask yourself, are you a wife / husband or a girlfriend / boyfriend? What's your future? Boyfriend? Husband? Or what? Wife? Girlfriend? What? It's how you look at yourself. So if you have that quality in you, I think you should explore it. I mean, if you have a good quality inside of you, you should explore it. And if you want to explore it with the next person, it's okay. But just make sure there's respect. Because once the respect is gone, it's like, it's really hard to reach a person. If it's toxic, get out of it. It's not worth your life. It's not worth your health or your well-being. So that was, I hate dating. Own your no. Say no to laziness. Say no to things that aren't enhancing you. Instead of a problem complainer, be a problem solver. And the next one, cheating is stupid. Boss up. Takes faithfulness. And if you don't want to be around that person anymore, just end the connection. Tell your partner the truth. Because the truth wins. No matter how it feels. See, we get feelings and truth mixed up. We need to know what's going on at all times. I mean, it should be to the point where their silence. And you're not easily offended by everything. Remember, this person or that person had a life before they met you. There's a lot of things that they have to work on and fix throughout life. Whether they get with you or not, they have some things that they have to fix. Because everybody has issues. So that was cheating is stupid. It's stupid because you're gonna get found out anyway. You're sneaking around like a little kid instead of just ending it. And you're not reliable. You're not faithful. You're not committed. You're not interested. Something about it is not interesting to you anymore. So find out what that is. Because cheating is stupid. Rich pair, poor pair. Who's better? I say there's no better / perfect parent. I say there's no manual for better parenting. But there's plenty of books you can read that has a template to make sure that things can stay somewhat in control. Do each child differently, because what worked on the first child, if you got more than one, doesn't work on the second child. It's a totally different person. And I know they came from you and it feels like you, but at the end of the day, they're not. They came from you, but they're not you. They have your blood running through their veins, but they're not you. They're a totally different person. Because my daughter is totally different from my son. Totally different people. And I have to totally deal with them on those levels of their perception of where they're at. Because I've been 16 before and I've been 10 before. And it's an awesome conversation because, mostly conversation is listening. So that's what makes the better parent, when they can listen. I know it's old school out there, not seen, not heard, but when they get older, it's hard for them to speak for themselves. And that's what I had went through when I wasn't seen, not heard. It took me a while to speak up for myself and let people know, hey, you ain't just finna, do this or do that. I literally had to fight because I refused not to say anything. And little kids would get mad at me because of that. They would be in my face. And I had bullies. That's why I said the bullying is serious. You can really get yourself hurt. And it might not be the victim that may get hurt. It may be the bully. If you know what I mean. You got to tell your kids your story and what happened to you when they had the most embarrassing. Talk about yourself. Now it's time to tell your testimony. Now it's time to pour into them. They need that. Because they can say, oh, okay. This is something that just happens. But it happened for a reason. But you may not know what it is right now. But later on you will, down the road. When you have your own kids. Money thing is simply this. Save, invest, and earn. That's only 3 out of maybe 25 and a half ways of making money. But you have to check out the Matrix, the FFP, the Green Box Revolution, and the Money Thing on season 1. If you can catch that, you can catch the Matrix. It stays on the playlist. It was one of the top shows, along with Karma and Soul Ties, which, you have to holler at me about because I don't think I have that available anymore. Okay, and the last one, Complaining About It. It was pretty much about attitude and positivity and who cares about your problems. So stop caring about them. Leave them to the one that can care about them. And you already know. That's season 1, y'all. I mean, it's not cool to get in trouble at school. That doesn't make you cool. Fitting in don't make you cool. It make you an add-on to something else that was already, like, start your own puzzle, start your own path. Let the Lord lead you. Dating is just not going to prepare you for marriage. And if it does, it lets me know that just because you married them, don't mean that they finna perfect up, because it ain't happening. They're going to bring all that into the marriage. Are you ready? That's the question on that one. Owning your no, just mean what you say and say what you mean. And stop bullying. Stop talking about one another. Stop backbiting. Stay positive. Put your money away. Invest your money into something that brings you return. And earn as you learn. So, on that note, quote for the day.